Gay is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Then a short kick, taking it about the 16. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And the magnitude of this game, everybody knows it. The fans, obviously, the players and coaches. There's just with them a palpable buzz right now. They know they control their own destiny.
Win, and you're in. And I think every player wants that. I think every coach wants that. I haven't been in an organization yet that wants to be in a game where they have to rely on other teams to get them to their goals. In this situation, it's very cut and dry. Win, and you're in the playoffs. That's their mission. That's their challenge. And you know they've chosen to accept it.
And what they told us is this has been the most focused week of practice we've had all year. You wouldn't expect any different.
Yeah, and you know, at the beginning of the season, you have multiple goals. They just have one now. Win the game.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Check right 34. Right 34. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies.
Murray now, third and goal. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Cliff Kingsbury here on fourth down trots out the field goal unit. This is a 26-yard attempt, and his kick is indeed good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8.
Game situation. Let's go.
Here's Prescott. He completes it to Evans. Mike Evans, he's going to go. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Carl Nassib has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Now this throw caught left side.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
On third down, Dobbins. And he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on fourth down. They do go for it. It's Murray. He's going to loft one, and that's caught inside the 30. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Andy Isabella with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cardinals have once again taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 17-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
At the 26-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. To throw is Prescott. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead, P.I. gives them the 1st.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Play action now. Prescott nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the sack to Malik Jefferson.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far, so maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Prescott now. They'll find Miller. That's complete. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. third down. It's Reese. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. Complete. He finds Bray. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Here we go. 43. Focus, here we go. 46. Slow. 26. 43 is the mic. Get your swerve on. 26.
A first down throw for Prescott. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Byron Murphy, the one who got a hand in to knock it away.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
43 is the mark. 43. Check. 43. You can't block me. You can't. 26.
Now Prescott. This is Miller, complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
Here we go. 47. 43 is the mic. No chance. 26.
To the air again, Prescott. Airing this one out for Evans. That's going to be caught. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and that will make this a 4-point game. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one.
The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
On 2nd and 9, Murray nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carl Nassib in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Murray with a 3rd and long. He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Cardinals. A big play there. 79 yards as his guys have now moved out in front. Pretty good response. They had given up the touchdown and the lead, but they struck back.
And I love the way that they just saw it happen, took a quick exhale on the sidelines. So let's go get it back and fast. Let's go ahead and throw the ball downfield and get our own 6 points.
A huge chunk play to regain that lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
3rd and 4.
There we go. 480. Hey, kill.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. That'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up 3rd down. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Murray and company going for it on 4th. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Prescott off play action. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Uchenna Nwosu in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Here we go, 47. 43 is the mic. 26.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Aguilar has it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Let's go, team. It's going to be a long day. Kill. So we're going to 54. Why is Mike, 55.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Byron Murphy, the first pick of the second round there defensively.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. The tight end Cameron Brate was the target. But now it's third down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hey, tighten down. There you go.
March, March 43. 47. 43.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Oh, Prescott stripped. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, these are going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 35-yard line.
One quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Watch the curl. Watch it.
Running from the gun, Johnson. And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. On 3rd down, Murray. Flushed out right. Able to find Isabella. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 18. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
Again, it's Johnson. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Prescott on 3rd and 2. It's caught by Aguilar. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Flush to his right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. This is Jones. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 8 yards, first down as they're able to convert. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. On the RPO, Prescott's going to keep it himself. Completes it to Aguilar.
Out of bounds at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Here we go. Hey, tight. Double tight. 3
On second down, it's Jones. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Prescott. He's going to let it fly. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So this defense, they looked a little shaky to start the drive, but bottom line, they're a play away from finishing it off.
They rocked them a little bit on this drive, didn't they? But as you and I both know, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. They have a chance to end it right here.
So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down.
Don't get nervous. Go to 54. Mike, 43. Hey, man. What? Go. 43 is the mic. Check pass. 43 is the mic. Check that out. Here we go, 46.
Prescott to throw on 4th. And he can't get a throw Hassan Reddick. And that should just about put this one in the win column for the Cardinals. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. They begin the drive with Johnson. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. On the ground, this is Johnson. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. Here's another of the Cardinal backs. This is David Johnson. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short in the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.